Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another and possibly the last episode of our ride. So yeah, welcome back. I mean, I said last episode, but it might be like last episode of the main series basically, because we are like at the end game basically, right? So we're near the end. And after this, we're just going to do some extra stuff that is like left in the game, I guess, because judging by the gallery as well, like we have like a lot of like empty spaces, and I don't think these are going to be filled in like next, I don't know, 2 hours or something. So yeah, as always, as this is like one of the last episodes, let me know in the comments what you want me to play next, so we can make a vote poll. And yeah, let's just go. Let's see. There's still going to be like extra episode. We've been doing like extra stuff, like I said. It's gonna be pretty chill probably. I'm just going to like finally like check some kind of like guide or something, because I'm going to be like out of the main storyline. And yeah, just like find out like extra scenes, CGs and everything. Anyway, let's continue. Let's finish this. Hopefully. Early the next morning, the city issued an emergency postponement of the Harvest Festival, and now dawn is here. The Festival Eve events were put on hold too. Decorations were left half done, and the town feels eerie, like it's in a ruin. Along the streets, I can see lots of groups of people stopping to congregate and gossip, trading information in hushed whispers. A reconnaissance helicopter disguised as a civilian aircraft crossed the skies above their heads. A blond man leans out of the helicopter, a weird sparkle in his eyes as he surveys the world below.
森林上空を飛行中のヘリから通信。鍵らしきを見つけたと言っています。
Okay.
つなげ。
A voice pours out of the speaker.
こちらスカイフィッシュ2。先ほどからヒューイット氏が特殊な発光体が森林をゆっくりと移動していると言っています。
Okay.
撹乱能力の効果範囲は死には発光して見えるそうです。
魔物と見間違いではないのか。
魔物ではないそうです。特殊な色、オーロラのようだと。
Coordinates and direction it's moving in are given.
わかった。そのまま監視。
He ends the transmission.
鍵はすぐにでも抑えねばならんが、抵抗がないことが不気味だな。
罠ですかね。
向こうが鍵を捕捉していれば、罠も意味があるだろうが、まるで鍵がどこにいても構わないといった風ではないか。
現場離れてしばらくだからよ。どうも判断がつかねえんだが。鍵を潰してしまえばいいことだと思うが、ヘリの連中だけでちょっと降りてよ、やっちまえばいいじゃねえか。
あれは教区から借りたスタッフだ。余計な情報は与えたくない。
Okay, sure.
鍵の処理は我々の手で行わねばならん。
めんどくせえ話だ。
主義者たちの様子は。
神殿を中心に市街で一夜を明かしたようです。
主要道路を塞いでいますね。こりゃ。
警察が解散を求めていますが、現在もなお市外から集まってきて増える一方です。
嫌な光景ですね。なんというか。
I need to check the voice actor for Shimizu. Like, this particular line, like, I never, like, actually thought I'd heard this voice before, but this particular line somehow feels similar.
なんというか。
Do I know this guy? 1 second. Oh my god. How the hell I did not recognize this before? What? Like, why only now? Anyway, some background trainer character is a goddamn Trifa from DS era. Right? Yeah, he's on like different name there, but it's the same guy. Yeah. What? Okay. Well, the holy vessel is here. Anyway, let's continue.
後先考えてないっていうか、まるで明日にでも世界が。
Yeah. Yeah. I think I just needed this tone of voice. Oh my god, I cannot unhear this now. This is the goddamn Trifa. Trifa ascended to the right. Descended, basically.
あり得るかもしれんな。
なんだよ。まるで明日にでもなんだって？
A long silence.
清水、マイクは使えるか？ビル内だけですが。それでいい。
Okay.
風祭り特殊鳥獣対策室、室長代理の江坂草原だ。現在、状況は極めて危険な段階にある。我々は長年、鍵をめぐり、この土地で外野主義との闘争に身を投じてきた。すべては、鍵を打ち滅ぼすためである。危機感の足りぬ者どもは、鍵を確保すべきというが、それは間違いだ。なぜなら鍵とは、人類そのものを根絶やしにする鍵が生まれたことは、我々人類の活動が地球にとって有害であることを示している。だが、では、黙って滅ぼされるのか？そんなことは断じて認められない。鍵を信奉する者たちは、自らの命を盾にすることで、こちらの非人道的行いを浮き彫りにしようとしている。だが彼らは死を望み、罪なき人々を巻き込むことを厭わない者たちである。
It's like a moral speech.
これは惑星規模のテロリズムである。守護者としての存在意義、そして一個の人としての生存本能を信じよ。善の理念ではなせぬことをなすために、我々は暗闇の中を歩んできたのだ。
He's good. Suddenly the speech cuts off. No sound is coming from my device. I try dialing 117 to get the time. It doesn't connect. I check the coordinates I just heard against the map. She is relatively close by. She's headed for the hilltop. I worried when she wasn't at the power spot. I was worried when she wasn't at the power spot, but it looks like I can intercept her easily. But before that, I look up at the helicopter overhead, visible between the branches. He's going to like somehow shut it down. But how? Despite its very high altitude, I felt an intense gaze sweeping across the forest for a while now. On board is someone with enhanced eyesight that the Diocese dispatched urgently. He won't just possess the ability to see Kagari. If I expose myself by taking just one step outside the tree canopy, he will detect me too. Even if I take the risk, he is still an obstacle on my path. My bullets won't reach him, but if I change that... Oh wow. Oh wow, we are rewriting ourselves again. Kotaro going full on rewrite. Wow. Is like Kotaro really going to stop being human at the end? Is that where this is going? Like he stopped caring about becoming staying human. If he wants to stay with Kagari, he have to like ascend to basically become more than just a human. Like we only saw him like becoming basically a familiar, but maybe he can become something else. Something like Kagari. I mean Kagari is a familiar too, but I'm very curious where this is going. I feel like Kotaro is going to stop being human at the end. If this is going like that, this was my only choice from the start. I close my eyes and call to mind what I need. I remember Louis, his ability. Oh, he's going to throw something. Where did that come from? My consciousness goes fuzzy. I hallucinate. Memories of a distant past. Memories of the human race that are separate from our genes. A half-naked man holds a spear. His physique is entirely unlike that of the modern-day humans. His skeleton, the size of his brain, everything. Up ahead of him, a gigantic bird calmly swoops across the sky. Up high and far away, a distance too far to possibly reach. But he tries. This is the far distant past before any recorded history. During the process of unrecorded history, some challenged the limits of what was humanly possible. In this man's era, he was one of only a few who did it. But they did exist. There was a surprising There was a surprising number of them, in fact, if we follow along the flow of time and count them up. The very first person failed, so did the second, so did the 100th. The 1,000 stole wings for the first time. They kept up the pursuit relentlessly. The first success came several thousand years ago, quite recently historically speaking, an acquired characteristic, a phenomenon where an ability is gained and not inherited. The very act of retrieving an ability holds the essence of what it is to become a superhuman. The ability will flash into the mind, striking the most primitive part of the brain. Therefore, theories cannot explain. It's simply mastery of instincts and senses, intuitive understanding. And when that miraculous ability is performed by someone with the body and physical attributes of superhuman, that elevates it from a merely superhuman-like to a true superhuman ability. At some point, a small spear has materialized in my grip. Okay, so we can like create spears and throw them now. Like that was like not possible for Kotaro in any other roads. Like Aurora basically dissipated very fast after he tried to like shoot something. Not a spear, a tree branch. Okay, never mind. He just used a tree branch. Sure. Unconsciously, I've selected something of the size and weight most resembling a spear in the dense trees around me. Blood covers the surface of the branch, my blood streaming from my wrists. Oh, you're covering this! Like a shell. Okay. I mean, I guess like the branch would just like get destroyed if it hit the helicopter, basically, right? And like, it would shatter probably, but his blood going to harden it. The thing that gives me life is flowing out, as if of its own volition, it diverged from me and reinforced every part of me. The blood forms a red liner motif, a coincidentally tribal-looking design. Then it's complete. Okay. I hold the spear ready. I know how to throw it. All of them taught me. Nice. I make a short run up, then a rapid shift in my body weight. It's like I'm throwing the whole body to the ground. All that momentum goes straight to my right hand. Damn! Louis would be proud. And also I loved like there was like this like red sequence as well, because that was like his blood. I sent the spear soaring and it zips through the air at a supernatural speed. The blonde man turns back in my direction, perhaps sensing something strange. With his enhanced eyesight, he should be able to see the spear hurtling right for his own forehead. It's only a small branch, but his penetrative abilities rival the armor-piercing bullet. It shoots clean through the man's head and blows up the base of the helicopter's main rotor. The helicopter crashes into the woods in a burst of flames and black smoke. Nice. For a price, I can obtain top-notch superhuman abilities. For a price, yep. You can see it even over my clothes. That's how much my knees have hardened like a shell, how much my right hand has swollen up. Other joints all over my body arch. Abilities the human body cannot physically express incur changes in my form. Yeah, he's going to stop being human. I will get found right away here. I will have to meet up with Kagari before Guardian's immediate response demobilize. After a little while, I emerge onto Kagari's trail. Her tracks are much too obvious. Anyone chasing her could find her right away. There are countless scratches in the branches and tree trunks around. It would appear that in order to compensate for her stiffened legs, she is using her ribbons to rake up anything in her path and move forward that way. Yep. Expected. I don't have time to camouflage myself. Soon enough, I catch sight of her from behind. Okay. Yeah, she's looking like she's like at her limit. Can we make it in time? Are like Kagari going to survive, or is Kagari going to become a tree because like she's like getting more stiff and like immobile, right? Maybe she's going to the spot because she liked to looking at the city and humans from this hilltop. So this is like her end point in her journey, basically. Like she wants to, if she became immobile and become a tree, like she did in the Moon Road, then she would like this to be on this hilltop, basically. What if Kotaro going to become a tree too? Like that would be like the end. Like the both of them are going to become a trees, or something, a familiar trees. Anyway, let's see. Not sure where this is going, but there are possibilities. She's practically crawling by this point. Her pace is extremely slow. I speak to her, but she doesn't react. I go ahead and pick her up. Fortunately, she doesn't resist or attack me with ribbons. I definitely bear a rock off to the side and detour across it to avoid leaving tracks. I find a little creek, moving into the water and let the current take us downstream. I don't think it's enough to throw them off entirely, but should buy us some time. It'll be difficult to hide out in the city with her like this. Maybe we should just escape already? I have a gateway vehicle parked in town. She mutters, seeming to have come back to her senses. Okay. Really, like, when the info is going to be leaked? Yeah. Also, they have like much less, like way less time in this Fury than they had like in the Moon Furies, right? Like in the original rewrite that Kotori created back then. Like there was like thousands of years in the future or something, and here it was like a matter of months, actually a matter of few years.
考えるなもうじき世界は変わるんだガーディアンとガイアの闘争も時期終わる
Along the way, my ears start ringing.
歌が強まって
And this is affecting Kagari. This song and I really don't get along. It permeates deep into my senses.
さっきから胸騒ぎがするな
Yeah. Also, seems like Sakura Kashima managed to actually as well create like actually working out song in this Fury. Like everything going so fast here. I can't calm down. It's like a gun. It constantly pointed at me. Either I'm being monitored or... As I run, I open up the tube and let out the leaf birds out. I found them out behind me. But after a while, the connection fizzled out one by one. The birds have gotten destroyed before they could detect my assailant.
れてるのか
Despair darkens my heart. Okay, who is it? Why don't I turn my strength on something else? If I hate this world, I should have gotten as far away as possible. Up to and including leaving the planet. Okay, how do you plan to leave the planet? I take some familiars off idle mode and summon them. All I can do is set some familiars on whatever is behind me and use the confusion to get away. Suddenly Kagari spasms in my arms. That's not good. She lets out a high-pitched scream. Yeah, I think like this is like basically the last stage of Kagari resonating with the song. Forgetting all danger, I come to halt, paralyzed with terror. She's in pain, pressing her hands onto her chest. Fresh green buds sprout from between her fingers. Yeah, so I was right. She was like going to the hill to become a tree. Okay. I mean, that's how the song affecting her, I guess. Like in Akana Road as well, like she became a tree while hearing the song.
どういうことだおい
Her fingertips split apart and open into leaves. Her ribbons darken like dry leaves and disintegrate. She's trying to turn into a tree.
ここまでのようですね
She sounds resigned. Just then, the transformation speeds up. She was using the force of her will to hold it in, but now the restraints have come off.
歌のせいか。
The coin. If that's some sort of special selection of only the top summoners, creating the familiar means shaving off some of your own life energy. You're processing your own energy. Organic intervention. Destruction cannot be caused by human will alone. However, if it's just about one final push, and Kagari's presence of mind has been the thing holding it all back, now I know what I have to do. I have to stop the song before this holy call has a fatal effect on Kagari and the world. Okay, we're going to storm Gaia now or something. But they are quite far. Well, we're going to just leave Kagari here in the forest while trying to get to the top of the building. Actually, if Sakura doing the same thing as Akane, then they're going to be like in the stone city. Like Kotaro is going to have to figure it out somehow, and fast. Familiars are positioned behind my pursuer. I tap into their senses. I can see a man I've talked to many times before. Okay.
恨んでくれていいからな。
Oh, is it Imamiya? I give the order to talk. Four large familiars run through the man from behind. Okay, maybe not Imamiya actually. Kagari in my arms, I run towards the hole in the encirclement. Okay, so he's going with her. I realized that the sense of bloodlust that was thick in the entire area has vanished. The fact has gone in the opposite direction, so I slip out of the encirclement. But I still feel one person's very persistent desire to see us dead.
都合手がいる。
I can run pretty fast with how much I've enhanced my legs, but they're slowly but steadily closing the gap between us. Just one person, but they're powerful. Their tenacious hostility sends chills up my spine. Yeah, he's going to stop becoming human. It's time to rewrite again. This is insane. I decide that unless I take them down, they will chase me forever.
悪い。
I lay her on the ground. I retrace my steps just a little and focus my mind. I rewrite myself for the second time. From the spring deep within my being, I draw up the water known as life energy. The spring is almost dry. All humans are born with a fixed supply of this water. You cannot do anything to increase your life energy water. If you lose it, your life ends. I draw up a whole bowl of it. My skeleton warps and my flesh heats up. The proteins in parts of the body that are above a certain temperature are destroyed, resulting in partial breakdown of my bodily functions. Jesus! But even that can be miraculously reinforced and turned into something else. I've practically transformed into a familiar. I have no need to keep a human form. Yeah, pretty much. Just as the procedure finishes, the source of hostility appears right before me. Intense pain rips through my chest. Okay, he got hit. I fall to my knees, feeling woozy.
だけは
Oh, it's not. He didn't get hit. It's the. How do you call this? God damn it! From the rewrite, the pain from rewriting yourself. Backlash, I think. Yeah, that's how you would call it, right? Yeah, I think so. Like the recoil. Oh, yeah. Clutching my teeth in pain, I barely managed to write it out. That just now was a heart failure. Oh wow. Proof that my physical body is throwing in a towel after successive rewrites. I look at my hand and let out a groan. There are no longer human hands. They are deformed. But my strength is the one thing that is now unparalleled compared to what it was. I'm still able to hold my gun. I crash down and hold it ready. Just before the enemy makes contact, their presence vanished into thin air. What? A faint vibrations come from the tree trunk I've been leaning against. Okay. Someone has leaped up, gazing against the upper part of the trunk. I jump back. From above, the tip of the sword shoots down and sticks into the ground, not too deeply. My pursuer gets to his feet calmly. Oh god. I was afraid this is where this is going to for. I thought it might be him, yeah. I was afraid that they're going to have to fight. But that was like unavoidable, like they set it up so many times, like they were like too good friends to let it go. So he come forward of his own accord. I have nothing to say to him. He discovered my betrayal, his animosity is obvious. So I too, following the way of the soldier, simply tip up the muzzle of my gun and pull the trigger. Perfectly controlling my recoil with my arm strength, I fire off fully automatic shots. With his eyes strained on the line of fire, Mr. Asaka crunches and aims one sharp thrust of his sword at me. His sudden one-handed stab displays extraordinary reach. I was on my guard, but I still end up getting my pointer finger cut off, along with the trigger. Damn. I drop the gun, I put out the knife with my left hand. Scraping his blade along the ground, he sliced upwards. Just as I'm about to stop it with my knife, warning bells go off in my head. I bend to one side. Sword goes through my knife like butter, cutting it clean in half. Ooh! So Asaka is a cutter, I think. Yeah, like they told us, I think, right? The Asaka is a cutter. Like he never used his ability on us. Okay, so I think with blades is no go against him. If I made that call just a second later, my face would have been split down in the middle. A sword that can cut through iron. It's incredibly basic, but there's nothing more that you would want for a close combat fight to death. Asaka stomps forward with the lunge, and the effect from that cancels out the inertia from his lifted blade, transforming it into a downward swing for the overhead position. With my inhuman leg strength, I dash to the side. If your downward sword thrust misses, that leaves you open for a significant interval. You need some time to kill your momentum and reduce your grip on your blade. Ignoring all of the common sense, he's hot on my heels as he swings back out horizontally at almost the same speed, aiming for my cheek. I really hope that Asaka will not die, but how do we stop him otherwise? I don't like this. If I make a sharp step backward, the tip of the blade will still just barely swipe me. I focus my undivided attention on dodging. His flurry of physics defying attacks omits any sort of transition between moves. All I can do is evade the blows I can't hope to parry away. With the choices I normally would have been able to make hacked away, I am getting pushed towards the end he intends for me. I can see my death in just 7 more moves. My final chance to turn things around is one move ahead. Amidst the horror of reality, I desperately rack my brain. Guard with arms? We're going to lose arms, aren't we? We know, like, in the rewrite he managed to, like, basically guard with arm against Lucia vibrating sword. But this is something else. I don't know if you can, like, act, like, it probably can, like, stop it for a second before it cut through. So you can, like, maybe push it away. But, oh god. Anyway, bold move. Let's go. Seems like that's my only option. Changing my internal torrent of life force to oil, I purposely hit against his flurry of chaotic attacks, as my attributes against my own opponents. Trusting that they equal out, I claw my way out of my hopeless situation and put everything on the line. The blade cuts from my grotesquely mutated right hand. Silently, it begins to slice it off. Once it goes past my numb outer layer of skin, a delayed joint of pain hits. Hot blood spills out, forming the dark red stain on the ground. If the blade ends up cutting all the way through, the tip will gouge into my carotid artery too. one way or another. Leaving my fate up to my abilities, I bear through the pain and wait the end. The sword tip stops halfway through my wrist. Asaka falls motionless, along with his kaleidoscopic swordsplay. My end, that I imagined coming 7 moves ahead, recedes far into the distance. So he managed to harden his blood enough to stop the blade, just before it got cut off. I had kicked up my knee at exactly the same time as he tried to knee me out and knees collided, the move misfiring. The impact recoiled on both of us, dislodging his blade. I throw a syringe at his nose. He noticed that there's a liquid inside that defends against the barrel of it, with the flat of his blade not slicing through it or catching it. The syringe contains the anti-familiar poison that won't have a significant effect on humans, but there's no way anyone could see through it in an instant unless they have superhuman eyesight. Yep. Now that I've rushed open a gap in his non-stop attacks, I can't pass it up. I got a sword that can cut anything in two, while my options are melee and low firepower abilities. Odds are good that he will win. My odds are more like a few percentage points, if that. I can proudly say that we're evenly matched in terms of abilities, but unfortunately they're all too incompatible. Yeah. I'm at a huge disadvantage fighting off lethal amputation attacks with my bare hands. Betting it all, I throw myself into the thick mire of low probabilities. Shit. Attack from the left. Then go for his hands. And then we're going to use both hands. And we're going to aim and destroy. Probably sword, I guess. We're going to try to destroy his weapon. But Isaka's not going to be as much as a threat without his sword, I think. I think like as the cutter, he still could like use anything around to make a blade, basically. But it's not going to be as effective as his own sword. His face incandescent with rage, Asaka feels my heavy blow. With me glued so tightly to him, his sword loses most of its lethal effectiveness. If he doesn't push me off to fall back, he can't launch the proper attack. As our shoulders ram against one another, we use technical foot maneuvers to struggle to gain an advantage over the other. I win in the landslide in terms of the number of moves made. I can use both my hands, while he is occupied with his sword. My onslaught of attacks is incessant and overbearing. Asaka takes his hands off his sword. As I seize the opportunity to take the step closer, I realize he was luring me in. Yeah. His bare hands slam into my chest with all the force of heavy artillery. My legs are ripped from the ground. My back rams into the tree trunk and everything goes white. Before his sword has even touched the ground, he picks it up back again. And as he takes a powerful stride forward... Okay, that's surprising. We give up? Wait, what? Okay, if that's what Kagari Furies tells us. Okay, but why? Is like Kagari going to protect us or something? As he takes a powerful stride forward, he aims a horizontal thrust at me. A pure, unpretentious killing move. I don't have time to dodge it. As I go limp, Asaka steps onto the discolored earth, stained with my blood. Oh, okay, I see. It's just like how I unconsciously chose a technique suitable for taking down the helicopter. So the blood on the ground is going to like create spears or something. Are we really killing Asaka? The blood I shed was all a temporary weapon. It can become my own little blood pit, lying in wait to ambush the enemy and steer into them. Oh right, he created a familiar to his blood at some point. Right. I knew that to be true, which is why I decided to let him make me bleed. Okay. The bloodstain, infinite needles rise up and pierce through Asaka's legs, all the way up to his femur. Oh god. My body moves forward on its own, like it knew this would happen. With no hesitation, I body slam him. A sword of coagulated blood rising from my right hand stabs deep into his chest. Oh. We really killed Asaka. Oh, that suck. Why they had to fight? I mean, I know why, but this time, his sword falls to the ground for good. The blood disintegrates, and Asaka crumbles to the ground, landing on his back. Even though it must be obvious that he's fatally wounded, he wears a calm expression, almost resembling a bitter smile.
では
Damn. He sits up and addresses me, as if we just reached the end of training. Yeah. Now let's talk. Why you betrayed us? Now it's time for talk. When he's dying.
ここまでとしよう。
God damn it. Oh no. Oh, you can't give me this. Wow, they're really going to hit me with Asaka death under the tree, huh? Last time when someone died under the tree, I cried, and it was in Muramasa. Anyone knows what I'm referring to? Oh god. It seems like his true feelings. I fall to my knees next to him. I'm not capable of standing. When Mr. Asaka spoke, it looked like he'd aged 20 years all at once.
すみません。江坂さん、ごめんなさい。俺は卑怯者です。
これらは君の力かね。
はい。
驚かされることばかりだ。馬鹿し合いでも立ち合いでも君の勝ちだ。
俺、卑劣なことをして。
Well, that's how you have to fight
何を言う。
at the battlefield.
高潔であるなら弱者でもできる。だが勝つことは強者にしかできん。君は強者だよ。胸を張りたまえ。
Asaka is so goddamn cool. I really did not wanted this outcome.
良き手駒になってほしかったが。
江坂さん、俺、ずっと裏切ってて。
教えてくれ。君は結局ガイア主義者だったのかね。
いえ、どちらでもないです。俺はガイアとガーディアンの闘争を摘み取るために動いていました。あなたたちが鍵と呼ぶものを守りながら。
なんと鍵の守り人だと。
鍵は人の未来を望んでいました。力を浪費し続ける2つの組織はそのままにはしておけませんでした。
そうか。
Yeah. His gaze turned distant.
組織に限界を感じていた。独断専行の気質、内部分裂、足の引っ張り合い、協調性など望むべくもなかった。
Yeah, so the only way is to destroy both of you, huh?
力なき者だけが有機的に連携することを謙虚に学んだ。だから才能の乏しい者に目をかけた。そうした者が劣等感をバネに大きな結果を出すことは珍しくなかったからな。しかしだとすると超人とは時代遅れの存在だったのかもしれんな。怪物と英雄はとうにいらなかったのだと。
それは違います。力の使い方を間違っていただけなんです。我々は停滞していた、それだけのことだったんです。
そうだと報われるが鍵をどうと。
俺の最後の仕事を鍵に見せます。それで滅びを諦めてくれるなら人は可能性をつかむことができるでしょう。
そうか。それなりの考えはあるということだな。ならば、よしと。敗北もたまにはいい。今まで認めがたいと思っていた。
Oh my god, I'm so sad. Because why Asaka is so fucking good.
江坂さんたちのしたこと、みんなのしてきたこと、俺のしてきたことは、そういうプランです。
I can't find another words to offer him.
そう願う。さあ、もう行きたまえ。この通り、致命傷だが、人はなかなか手短には死な。
A sweat be beating on his forehead, and his ragged breaths indicate how close he is to his last moments. He probably only has a little bit longer.
どうした？自分の目的があるのだろう。なら行きたまえ。
あなたから教わったたくさんのこと、俺忘れません。ありがとうございました。
行け。
Oh my god, you can't get me destroyed by a second life now. Oh, Mr. Asaka caught horribly deep in his throat. Immediately, I jumped to my feet and sprint off. I ran with my back straight, not wanting to give off any ungraceful impression. Mr. Asaka doesn't want me to sit by his deathbed, so I quicken my pace and leave him there, without looking back once. God damn it. I really did not want this outcome. Oh fuck. Asaka been so proud of Kotaro at the end there. Ugh. It wasn't until teams were already in the forest that Guardian realized their communications band had gotten jammed by the powerful signal, which effectively cut off contact with the commander Asaka. Shimizu, left in command, has to make some big decisions. He could dispatch messengers, but he doesn't know where anyone is. Most of the monitors just show static too. He sends up a signal flare, but there is no response. He gets a rookie to go out and do some scouting at the very least. 30 minutes later, the rookie returns missing an arm. Damn!
魔物が数えきれないほどの
And no ordinary familiars. The herd of defective creatures is weaker on individual level when it comes to attack power. The primordial familiars are dual-minded, primitive and amorphous, spooky chaotic beasts. If they see a living creature, they will swarm it like zombies and devour it. Even though most of them don't even have a proper digestive system. Originally, goddammit, something in my eye. I took a little break, I came back to recording and like... What the fuck? Okay, 1 second, I need another break. What the hell? As a zombies, yeah. Even though most of them don't even have a proper digestive system. Originally, they were the organic matter of the forest, trees, flowers and a leaf mold. Ordinary generations must have passed for a new life to be born, life that is sustained by the secondary food sources. All of that is out of the window now. It's the picture of hell drawn by Kashima Sakura. She's inducing the entire forest to turn into familiars. Damn. Strictly speaking, they are not familiars. They're manifestations of life energy. The Song of Extraction is essentially the same thing as working of the forces that brings out the revolution. Yeah. While its power output is incredibly weak in comparison, it pressures organic matter to actively change. Familiars, life that is not quite life, they move about wildly despite their lack of any decent metabolic system. That is how all life is first born into the world. A sacred phenomenon that has occurred on Earth countless times. However, in the case of human race, it was more like an evil calamity. Shimizu has a very good sense of human values. He promptly takes commands, grasps the facts of the situation, That is to say, the fact that the entire forest is turning into a danger zone. That alone he accepts logically. At this point in time, Shimizu considers most of the team sent into the woods to be killed in action. He doesn't want to accept that Esaka, a man he's known for many years, is dead, but he forces himself to. In that sense, a soldier as a commander, Shimizu's capability leaves nothing to be desired. Currently, part of the forest is starting to swallow up urban areas, injuring ordinary citizens. The scene is a mass of confusion, and only Shimizu, who is qualified to give orders, maintains presence of mind. Gaia's rare behavior, Guardian's limited team of staff. Shimizu has decided not to dispatch a rescue team to the
この
woods.
通信妨害が機械的なものか魔物によるものか調べろ。その他作戦部の人員を一旦しない。通信が使えないなら信号と伝令を使うんだよ。人よ。
Okay. And as I suspected, Kagari is being affected by the song. Yeah. What about the like, you were supposed to, like, stop the song. But yeah, like, Esaka happened, so... What are you planning now? Are you still going to Gaia, or what? Kagari's been affected by the song. At almost the same time as the forest transformation into familiar, her feet and calves start to unreal into what looks like plant roots. She can no longer walk on her own. Her ribbons are lifeless too. She has no way of moving besides crawling with her arms. And I Kagari get down on the hilltop and return to the city. Yeah, he is going for the core, okay. Coir. If I don't stop the Coir, Kagari will stay weak and confused. Okay, can we stop them in time though? Do we know where they are? Like, I assume they are in the Stone City. The same thing as I kinda did. The city is full of people running around trying to escape. Every single person is dashing here, there and everywhere. Gaian familiars are positioned at all exits, the major roads out and the train station. As the people try to escape the city, they come face to face with that fact. Left with no means to escape, they succumb even more to their fear. I understand what Gaia is doing. Those are steps taken to ensure no one comes close to the temple where Kashima Sakura is. It's nothing more than the stopgap measure. Oh, so she actually is in, like, physical world? Ah, that's surprising actually. Oh, that's like she... Like, if Akane, like, figured out that it's better to hide with the song, I would assume that Sakura would figure it out even better. But maybe not. Maybe it was just a rash decision. It's nothing more than the... yeah, okay, stopgap measure. Her plan is to destroy the world, and she's buying time by using the chaotic mob of people and the familiars as shields. Communications are cut off, organization cooperation is broken. Even if some people could manage to break through the scourging crowd, they would only end up crushed one by one in combat with the familiars that lay beyond. And I'm no exception. While I'm trying to think of an approach that wouldn't be suicide mission, several superhumans surround me. All familiar faces. Oh? They part to reveal one person in particular behind them. He's livid. It's written all over his face. Hi. Yeah. It's a holdup, plain and simple. I put my hands up in surrender. With my hands tied behind my back, I've been taken to the provisional outdoor command post and brought before Shimizu. My treachery must be well known, because everyone looks equally cold. And when I say everyone, I mean only about 10 people or so. Okay? Even a single active unit had dozens more people than this. With communications all fragmented, they can't assemble everyone.
江坂さんと接触したはずだな。
いや、していない。
I get punched. And not the kind of punch should be give your comrade in arms, not
ヘ
anymore.
リを落としたのは貴様だな。
ヘリは見ていない。
I get kicked. His rough interrogation style reveals his impatience.
ガイアの手のものか。
いや、どっちの味方でもない。
ならどこの組織のものだ。
天の内小太郎、個人だ。
I get punched again.
事実だ。
どの道死ぬなら 楽に死にたいとは思わん。
まだ死ねない。
なんだと？
あいつに見せてやらないと。
何を言っている？
この星の可能性、良い記憶を。
She immediately exchange glances with his subordinates. They shake their heads as if they have no idea.
尋問にかけている時間はない。
He takes out a knife.
その前にちょっといいっすか？
除名の嘆願なら危険ぞ。
いや、確認っす。天王寺。よくも長いことだ。
それは本当に悪かった。
聞きたいことしかねえくらいだけど、時間ねえしな。落ちる前に一つだけ教えて。おめえ、一体何だったの？
I've been asking myself the same question for a long time. I start to laugh.
何笑ってんだてめえ。取り急ぎ殺す。
I look up at him and laugh.
地球救済ハンターだよ。
Mamiya faced darkness, either with rage or scorn. I use my wrist cutter to snip with the cords, tying my hands behind my back. Yeah. And my attention isn't on what's right in front of him, and I sweep his legs out from under him. Without sparing a glance at Mamiya as he tramples over, I leap over the cars. Nishikuju, who is keeping watch from the distance, throws a knife at me. Figures she's aiming for the base of my skull. I defend myself with the right hand, and the knife lodges straight into it. It actually really helped me out, that her throwing aim is too good. I land on the ground and sprint away at the top speed. That Nishikuju used a pretty good knife. I will gratefully accept this.
なんだあのスピード。
Yeah.
力を隠してたってことみたいね。
あの野郎。
Please, like, we already lost Asaka. Please do not kill, like, Nishikuju or Imamiya at this point. Evacuation rush hour continues for Kazamatsuri residents. Also, this is going to be so difficult to, like, get to the core. Like everyone is hunting him. Like, what the hell? He became a prey at this point. On the flee. Evacuation rush hour continues for Kazamatsuri residents. With every escape road blocked, all they can do after running out of energy is run around, hole up and cover somewhere. Indeed, evacuees have looted public use facilities like school, gyms and community centers. But they've also branched out into trespassing on fenced-in private properties and office buildings, all packed to the gills. Even if you slip past the stampeding hordes, the familiars lie in wait next. With things like this, I can't think of another way into the temple but the underground route. I look up at the sky. Appallingly gigantic familiars are drifting brazenly through the sky. Yeah, so they're on the top.
空路はないな。
Gaia means business. Unexpectedly, the area around the underground road entrance is left defenses. I mean, probably nobody knows about this outside of the inner circle, right? Not a single guard is posted. Guardian must know about the underground road too. Oh. And Kashima Sakura must already have anticipated that they would know about it. So why does no one, then?
地下にやばいのが配置され。
Yeah. I'm about to just go with it and dive anyway. But that would be throwing my life away. I could send my familiars out ahead of me, but I realized I've actually got a perfect team for the job of clearing the way. So I conceal myself temporarily. Wait, oh my god, you're going to send the guardians that are following you? Like Imamiya and Nishikuju and everyone else? Like, you're going to hide your presence and like lure them to just like rush through this for you? Wow. No less than 5 minutes later, an active unit from the organization rolls up in cars. Imamiya and Nishikuju are part of it. They are fully equipped, even carrying guns. They split up into teams of 4 and head underground. Yeah, okay. I follow after them, taking care not to get spotted. A half-built subway system. At the moment, the construction plans are suspended and the project is under the Martha's Good private control. The superhumans march onward silently through the total darkness. Before long, a friction of tension ripples through them, starting with the vanguard and progeniting back. Familiars were lying in wait there, and the fight has begun. I creep closer to them, figuring I won't arouse their suspicions now. Looks like a pretty close fight. I squint and pick out multiple small dinosaur-like familiars ringing about, and emitting hazy glimmers of life energy. The only way to fight them is with enhanced eyesight. A light or a failing that, sensing them and following the trail. But they are speedy, and there's so many of them. Gunshots ring out intermittently. Flashlights beams flicker unsteadily. The first person goes down. Familiars will surge forward into the gap left in the group defenses, and the entire team will be ripped apart. I think like by saving them, we may get them on our side, or at least like show them that we are not with Gaia, or something, you know? Because they didn't believe that we work alone. So by saving them, we can show that, hey, we saved you, I saved you, even though I betrayed you before, but at the same time, I destroyed Gaia familiars, so yeah. I load the syringe in my blowpipe. From my rear position, I take aim, starting from what I judge to be the most dangerous ones. The familiars are pretty strong, and will keep fighting for about 30 seconds after a direct hit. By the time I've shot all my darts, the team is half destroyed. I slip past Imamiya, who's fallen on his butt, and spring at one large familiar. Leaping astride it, and using my body weight to pin it down, I plunge a knife into its head. As soon as I see it disintegrating, I head immediately to the second one. Okay. After mopping up the familiars, there are only 4 survivors here left. Okay. So you actually didn't like just hit and run, you actually stayed there and you probably will going to talk. Okay, I see. So this is what I said, like, they're going to see that he protected them, he betrayed them, but at the same time, he's like betraying Gaia, so what the hell? 3 are uninjured. 1 is severely wounded and received emergency first aid. A flashlight beam lands on me. I don't have to follow it to see who's shining it. Imami and Nishikujo are standing there, looking confused. Yeah.
Well,
I make to leave. Imamiya trains his shotgun on me.
今宮わかるだろ市内のガーディアンにもう作戦遂行能力はない
Imamiya is at the loss for words.
何をしてるんだよ
言っただろ星を救うってそうでないと気を引けない女がいるからな
あなたのしてることがどうして世界平和につながると
世界平和のためじゃないただ崖っぷちで踏みとどまるためだ世界が平和になるかどうかはお前たち次第
意味ねえだろそれ単なる先延ばしだ
かもなけど可能性のバトンは受け継ぐべきだ
星を救うってどういうこと
そうだな知りたいはずだなあの女の子の作戦参加を拒否して代わりに志願したお前は知りたいはずだよな
ど
うしてそれを
裏切り者だからだよ西九条女の子を一人保護してくれないかそいつなら大体のことは知っているただ組織には引き渡さないでくれ
So... Wait, about who is he talking about actually? A few little girl that take part of the mission volunteered in her place. I need you to take a little girl into your care. She knows almost everything. Just don't hand over to the organization. Okay, can someone like tell me in the comments like what does he mean exactly? I don't think like he means Jasmine, right? Like that happened like in the like on the other half of the world. Does he mean Akane? But Akane would not be like... Let that little girl take part of the mission and volunteered in her place. Was Shizu supposed to be part of this plan and not Nishikujo? Did she take over like what Shizuru was supposed to do here? The Shizuru? I'm not sure what they mean. Maybe they mean Shizuru actually.
頼めるかそいつ両親がいないんだ
Oh, Kotori. Wait. What? But Kotori or Shizuru? It's not Kotori. Like, take a part in the mission volunteer in her place. It would be Shizuru. Right? Nishikujo agrees, and I tell her Kotori's... It is about Kotori... Okay, I'm confused. How is this about Kotori? What the fuck? You refused to let that little girl take part in the mission and volunteered in her place. What? I'm confused.
マジで助かるよそいついろいろと複雑で絶襲防御
Huh?
I grab their arms and drag them behind me. The survivor who was getting first aid is pulled up into the air. Teeth clamp around their spine and hurl them against the ceiling. They die instantly, their blades shattered. God damn it, another one. As I step forward, I slash out with my wrist cutter. My 5 senses that are enhanced to the max lead me to deliver the attack with unparalleled accuracy. I'm not imitating him, it looks extremely similar to Mr. Asaka's moves. The familiar head rolls.
まだいる
We form a ring, facing outward, but I'm the only one capable of fighting of familiars in this class in the dark.
出口まで案内する
Also, this is such an irony that the bottom team is back again together here. Not really trusting each other, so basically they just came back to the origins.
わかった
負傷者は
悪いがもうやられたよ
Because their flashlights were turned on me, they were late in discovering an
走
enemy.
るぞ死ぬ気でついてこい
Okay. We escaped out into the other side, beyond the wall of disciples. After checking to make sure the coast is clear, we climb up to the ground level.
外野勢力がいない
I scale a telephone pole and survey the surroundings. After getting a read on things, I drop back down.
すげえな数秒で
森が市街を侵食しつつあるのもやばいが孤立したガーディアンの連中が手当たり次第に魔物使いと交戦している逃げるならあっちだだが死の境には近づくな超人がうまく切り込めたエリアは殺戮の様相だが全体としては魔物使いが圧倒的に有利だ
そんな
おめえはどうすんだ
この歌を止める
歌
ガーディアン的に言うなら共鳴現象かちょっとだけどトリをやれたな義理は果たしたぞ今宮
待て
He turns the muzzle of his gun on me again.
今宮あんた
危険人物を野放しにできるかだから俺も行くぜその歌とやらを止めるのだけ
Okay.
手伝ってやる
Teaming up.
トリオ続行だよ
いいなその短絡的な判断俺らヤングはそうでなくちゃな
マジだっつうの
構えてみろ
は
ナイフ戦だよ構えてみろ
Reluctantly, Mamiya hands his gun to Nishikujo and grabs a knife in
訓練
each
生の
hand.
時俺はこいつで一度もお前に勝てなかったんだよな攻撃を受け止められたら手伝ってくれ
Wow.
3 2
He's doing this to
1
like make him not go. He knows like he's going to win like easily. At 0 I move. Using my shoulders and elbows to reach apart the two knives, closing in on me at the same time I slip my own weapon in. It's over in an instant. My knife is the only one pressed against my opponent's neck.
参ったわけわかんねえよお前なんでこんな
Even though I cheated, a win is a win.
なんでこんなことになってんだよ
悪いな後でわかる新世界でな二人には明日のことを任せるから
どうして
Yeah,
そんな言い方
Yeah, he's going to stop being human. He's rewriting himself way too
じゃ
much.
あな
With a wave of my hand, I dash away as far as my legs can carry me. A short burst of speed, and I vanish from their sight completely. Okay, I enter the temple grounds. I'm on my guard, but no familiars pop out. Surrounded by walls and completely out of sight, it should be the perfect interception zone. Okay. I sneak into the temple. There's no one there. It's eerily silent. The core must be up on the roof. The roof, where every possible sniper point would be a blind spot. With numerous powerful flying familiars overhead, if I climb up the wall, I will just become a snack for them. The corridors are shuttered and locked, so I step on the atrium hall. From here I can leap up to the top floor. Solemn voices fill the godless temple-like space. Oh! We're going to fight the dragon. Oh, goddamn. Last time, we needed like thousands, millions of iterations of Aurora learning just to be the Dragon Slayer. Basically. How are we doing this? A huge magic circle is floating in the hell. Something enormous crawls out from the circular pattern. Yep. There's a big boy. It's a rare dragon, the symbol of Gaia and destroyer of enemies that has absorbed hundreds of lives and gained its own intelligence. That never happened before. That's some bullshit. Remember the terms with the desire to fight. The tension feels good, causing me to break out in the line, in a light sweat all over. The path that leads to victory is 100 moves ahead, but it's not cut off yet. Entirely naturally, I accept that possible vision of the future.
そのくらい人類の業は深い
This is probably going to be my last possible rewrite. Yeah. But right here and right now, I must completely destroy this one familiar. Okay, one last rewrite. So is this the one that we are going to become like fully familiar? We're stop being human entirely. We're going over the 12 o'clock. It seems this familiar is pretty chatty. In this case.
世にとって赤子に等しい。
その赤子の命を吸って動く者の言うことか
Damn. My mind is swirling vortex. I still have some life energy left. Only a little, but it's there. I draw it up and drink it down. Only a ladful remains. I don't care anymore. It's the point of no return. I've long gone way past it.
敵との対話に応じるとその方時代の境には物珍しいものが出てくる
My rewrite isn't finished yet. I keep the conversation going a little longer.
ガイア主義者が我が子も同然と言うなら今すぐその命をたためよトカゲ
Loud laughter booms through the hall.
所詮は偽りの命に過ぎぬようが尊ばれ特別の権利を与えられたようにあらゆる生命もまた望むように生を閉じる権利を
Okay.
これが命を捧げるというのならあえて受けるが
自殺したいならすればいい世界を巻き込むのはいただけないな
略奪もまた全ての生命に等しく与えられた権利では狩猟者と呼ばれる者が何という
I didn't call myself a hunter.
歪んだ個体だ
Not anymore, at least.
いやその方到底狩猟
Yeah.
者とは呼べんな狩人の力を持ちながらその根本原理を覆すそなたこそ
Kinda, yeah.
敵異分
That'll
者
make more sense.
ふさわしかろそちらの肉体もどうやら戦の下
Oh my god, he knew. He was waiting. Oh my god, he figured it out.
比べと参ろ
Wow. 18 you the whole time. What streams out of my right arm is no longer red blood. Oh. A reddish-green mass with the dual glow, my life force itself. Yep, okay, so he became a familiar and acquired Aurora, basically. Okay, so he is like a key, basically, now. I mean, just a familiar, right? Maybe not like a key bot. Yeah. Also, this soundtrack is going to be so copyrighted. This is opening, I think, song. So the hype is real. Is it going to be lyrics? No lyrics, okay. Numerous sharp-tipped vines sprout from the sides of many of my joints. Like a scorpion tail, they move freely. They will fight for me instead of my almost useless right arm. Okay. So you basically have something like you had in Akane Road. Like, it behaves on its own, like the ribbons. By way of a hello, I lash out with the attack. Calmly, the dragon swings its tail at me. Leaping high to avoid it, I cartwheel and use the momentum to shoot my vine blades out. With a downward strike, I attack the symbol of the Gaian ideology. Yep, there was a slash. Yep. He just acquired the Aurora by rewriting himself. And that was really fast. He just like took it out in like one shot. Like what? I kick out with all my strength and the thick wall on the other side collapses. Instead of my beaten of right foot, I control my sea of blades like spider's legs and to scramble up and onto the floor. Oh! This thing actually bite off his foot. All is calm. It's a world of white, made up only of tiers of tightly packed slabs of the clear glass. But he's like in the real world, right? Not in the stone city. So why this top of the building is like that? Wasn't that supposed to be... Actually, okay, that probably existed in the real life too. But he couldn't get there. Because of the familiars and stuff. Yeah. Maybe. Anyway. There aren't even any seats for audience. On the highest floor, a woman clad only in white fabric lie face down on the ground. They're all dead. Yep, they had a dinosaur. More than 100 of them. Did they take turns singing until they ran out of energy and died? There's only a single two-plane rattan chair, evidently the throne. A figure as thin as the willow sits atop it. A hood pulled low over her eyes. Okay, so she's actually here. There's no reply, so I move closer. The old woman is none other than Kashima Sakura. Dead. Oof. A breeze of futility whistles through my mind. What I've accomplished may have been all for naught. The song of distraction triggers ruin. The world is still safe thanks to Gegari's will. However, have I ultimately made it in time? I inspect the bodies and find only one still breathing. Miss Iko.
話せますかイコさん。
あなた小太郎。
あなたたちを止めに来ました。
あら、そうな。
イコさんは頑張っていた。なのに。
でももうみんな私。
Oh!
殺してしまった。
Oh, you did? Wait, what?
最初は事故だった。ドアに挟まって。
What?
でも静かになったそのご遺体を見ていたらまるで
Blood leaks from her nose and lips. An extremely thin flowing stream of blood. Devoid of color of life, it looks like water.
そしたらもう止まらなかった。私おかしくなっちゃった。
Yo, what?
金はでも少しずつ育っていたはずだ。
Oh wait, you also killed. Wait, you also killed the. Wait, what? No way.
さくらさんに目をかけてもらっていたからあの人は心を移し
Yeah, this is when we learned about the transmission, it seems.
だから殺せなかった
Okay, Akana's safe.
茜は今どこに？
石の町に
Okay.
この世界を滅ぼして一部の人々だけを生き延びさせ鹿島さくらが本当にそんなことを見逃すと思うんですか？
ねえ教えて空はどんな色
まだ青い、まだまだ青くて汚れていて悲しもう何もかも枯れる寸前だけどもう一世代だけ送り出す力を残してる。
失敗赤ちゃんこっち側に
Suddenly Musical drops into crouch and lets out a low groan. Losing the strength to hold herself up, she curls up tight like a wire is pulling her in and shivers. She's dead. Dead in my arms, and not because of me. What the hell?
ふざけんな。そんな暇ねえんだよ。
Yeah, you really don't.
くそくそ
Wow. What an intense ending for Terra Road. For Rewrite.
俺にもかがりにもそんな暇
I run. I launch myself off the roof. I land by crashing into the ground so one lung bursts. Oh wow, what the fuck? Inside my body, I make a hastily formed substitute organ. What the hell? Air bubbles get into my blood vessels and my heart momentarily stops. I create valves around it, forcing it to beat. I speed up blood or whatever, it doesn't matter. What the hell is this road? While performing those procedures, I chop the walls and floors of the temple apart and drop on the ground. Yo! A city of stone. I'm amazed. I managed to make the transition in my dazed state. There are people here, a group of them dressed like pilgrims. From a distance they stare at me. Strangely they show up no surprise at my appearance. Wordlessly, silently, they spiritedly.
警告する。あんたら向こう側に戻った方がいい。鹿島さくらは絶対に罠を仕掛けてるぞ。あのばあさんは生命の存在を認めてない。
Yeah, okay. So, also, it seems like you were right in your theories in the comments, like a few episodes ago. Like, Sakura knows that the revolution is no longer possible and she just wanted destruction. Just like, let's just destroy everything. So you were right, actually. So she probably knew that the revolution is impossible. No one answers.
滅びとともにここも消滅するか。あるいは永遠に世界とのつながりを断たれるか。まだ世界はある。もう少しだけまだ生きることができる。
From the crowd, one person steps forward.
どうするんだね。
どうするって。これは罠だ。
我々は罠でも構わないと思って。
それでは自殺だ。
Another person comes forward.
私たちは罪人です。
向こうに戻って秩序に裁かれるのはごめんだ。ガーディアンに撃たれるのもな。
ここで静かに死にたい。
Man, woman, old, young, all of them agree. They heard the song of destruction, the sorrowful voices of those who see the apocalypse's salvation.
いないのか。生き残りたい者は誰も。
The single silence speaks volume. No. Doesn't look like they're gonna hand over Akane. But I could kill them all and just take Akane with me. But do I have to do that? He'll here too, just as I've already betrayed many of my friends. Another murmur runs through the crowd. The sea of people starts and the girl steps out from between the adults. There's Akane, yep. Immediately, The surrounding adults grab her and try to push her back further in. A man in the way shoves a knife in my face, without faltering at all, as if he's not afraid of death.
この子は私たちに安息を与えてくれる存在だ。
その子は今生きたかったの。
聖女なのよ。
そうだ。聖女を奪うことは許されない。
ここから出ていけ。
ふざけるな。自滅したいなら自分の責任で自滅しろよ。
Yeah. You don't need her for this. I dive into the middle of the crowd. I grab the girl and hold her to my chest. Multiple screams rise up. I turn around and retrace my steps. Someone grabs my foot from behind. If it was one or two people, it would be fine, but the entire herd is hot on my heels. They grab my hair and pull my sleeves. Heedless, I keep moving forward. We approach the door, but with just one step left to go, the crowd's strength prevails. The door closes before my eyes. Kashima's Sakura trap was to sever the man-made afterlife from the real world, turning into the transient world.
行かせてくれ。俺たちはまだ生きることを諦めちゃいないんだ。
Beneath my shout, I kinda let out the wordless scream. Her voice sounds full of hope and power as life itself. Perhaps that's why a miracle occurs. I mean, she's like getting like Sakura memories and her powers basically, in a sense. So probably she can open the door again. She's not like possessed by Sakura or anything. At least not yet. Someone pushes me from behind, with the power of 3 people behind it. By the narrowest of margins, we're snapped onto the other side. Oh, someone helped you actually from the crowd. There's some property of the gateway space. We shake off the crowd's hands. I turn to look back. The side closes off, as the other side's closed off. I see the faces of my father, my mother, and Tsukuno. Oh. Okay, this is what I did not expect. Oh wow, you can't hit me like that, like second time. In one playthrough. In one, like, recording session. Holy shit. What the hell? Okay, I did not expect this. Like how I'm squatting in the middle of the path. My chest feels hot. The heat isn't from my heart. It's from Akane's body heat. My body's already starting to go cold. What the hell? So he's just going to die? He's not going to actually leave as a familiar? Are we going to meet with Kagari somehow? What's happening? Where the info about Gaia and Guardian are going to be out? When this will stop? Can we stop this? Like, this already started. It's similar to like Akane Road. Like, it started already. Ah, how this fury works. What Kagari planned? My memories are mess. I still had a job to hurry and do, right? I feel heavy all over, like there's a lead rod stuck in my body. Right, I did have something left. I can't take it easy yet. She nods emphatically.
仕事が残ってる。だからお前はこれから自力で誰かに保護されろ。
She looks confused.
護衛をつけてやる。ディーマー、リュウバ、ベレゾフカ、ウーリー、来い。
Okay, so he named his familiars. A short time later, 4 large familiars came flying down from the
ちょっ
rooftops.
ちコントロールきついけど、こいつらでエスコートしてやるよ。
With big round eyes, Akane reaches out to touch one of the mammoth familiars. Instantly, she sees the contract line with 4 of them.
操れるのか。
Wow.
訓練もなしに。
This timeline, Akane, have a big aptitude for familiars, I think. I don't think like she would be able to do this in the original rewrite, right? Like she could like barely use that, like all she could, maybe not barely, but all she could do like was to use one scout bird, right? She pulls out her chest proudly.
ナイスだ、アカネ。選別だ。こいつらやるよ。
Aww.
今日からお前の使い魔にしていい。量産型だけど低燃費高性能。現品限りの大放出だからな。
Okay. I relinquish control of the familiars and hand them over to Akane.
これからお前はなるべく安全な場所に行って。そうだな。声は出るか。本当か。大丈夫か。さっきみたいに聞かせてみろよ。
She makes a short, hoarse sound.
助けてだ。竹捨てじゃねえよ。たすけて。よし。それなら、あとは気合と目で訴えればなんとかなるな。もう一度言うぞ。お前はこれから安全な場所に行って、一番優しそうなやつを見つけて、そいつに助けてって言え。ただし、ロリコンは除く。わかったな。
Wow.
その息だ。さあ行け。
Happily, she takes off running. It's like she's headed off to play, accompanied by her familiars.
巻き込まれてるのに、平然としてやんの。
It's like Guardians going actually to take care of Akane. Like Guardians actually taking care of like the next holy woman. Wow. Such an audacious little thing. But that audacity is a good quality to have. To make me feel her power to live. It makes me feel her power to live.
あいつに会いに行こう。
Mm-hmm. Find Kagami. It's been a busy day full of back-to-back fights. Oh yeah. Is all my labor bearing fruit? I scaled the tallest building. I look out over the world. I can see life. So many lives flickering out there. Flickering all over the world. It's a signal of the arrival of the new world. What Kagari would think if she saw this? I have to go ask her. But my life only has a few minutes left. And I can somehow teleport to where she is. If my life is already used up anyway... You serious? Oh my god. Is like Kotaro going to become the life, like energy itself? Like he's just going to convert his whole being and like get synced into the earth basically? That's how he's going to connect with Kagari? Is he going to become Aurora? Let's rewrite, holy crap. I'm going to do it. That's what I decide. That's not a thing to fear, because I have something I must do. I know that's dangerous, we won't even begin to cover it. No one before me has ever changed themselves as much as I have. I'll be advancing alone into unexplored territory. But I have to do this. I have to burn up the very last drop of life in me and transform it into a great power. Going off what Kagari said, I don't think she wants the revolution to planet. Peaceful eras of cherishing the present while thinking about the future are long gone. Even if it means that I will vanish from the history of this planet, I'm going to go to see Kagari. I want to see her badly. Reflecting back on it, it's strange. Why do I care about her so much? It's easy to say that it's just how it is. Yeah, that was like very sudden. I mean, it's instinctual. But for some reason those feelings are so nostalgic. Yeah, like I said, like he should not remember like Kagari from Moon and other roads, but... maybe these memories are a part of the fury that Kagari sent to Earth actually. Suddenly I feel a lump buried deep within my chest. The rewrites I've done have unlinked my soul from my body. Because of that I can see it, deep within my being. Got on something deep inside my soul, reached out with the consciousness and grabbed hold of it. I pulled my fist back out and opened it. Okay. Oh, it's a like word or letter. This is like the language that he couldn't understand in the Moon Road. The language of gods, basically, right? Like I called it. That the higher Kagari was talking in. He couldn't comprehend it. I can't get an accurate read on what it is. It's nothing more than the foreign object that's been mixed into the fabric of my soul. So Kagari did put some of like his like old memories or like moon memories into his soul before like she created this world on Earth. But I start to cry. I can feel how much of my hopes I've put into this. The light is both cold and hot. Yep, okay. Okay, so he does remember Kagari on the moon. I had a feeling like that's the case, like... Oh, that's right. As the light emitted by Kagari. A warmth only I can feel. My longing for her since before I was born. But why? The answer is folded up inside. That's what I could read. Now that I've left my human domain, I can read it. Someday we'll meet again. This is what was left in the... Yeah, this is what like he wanted to... The message that he wanted to send in the Fury that Kagari implemented inside as well. Okay. The content that was shut up inside expands outward all the once and sink deep inside me. A volume of words that would destroy my consciousness of the fresh and blood human instantly. As I am now, I can take it all in. Information of a higher order. To be honest, that doesn't mean I understand all of it. But beyond the message I've been sent, I can feel someone's warmth. Which makes sense. She didn't try to destroy the planet out of malice. She simply tried to do the most obvious thing for life to do. She tried to survive. For those who live on the moon, the earth and beyond, while undergoing the extraordinary trial and error process, utilizing the tools known as distraction resurrection. And the Fury is complete. It was entrusted to me. The fragile, weak, singular individual that is me. Torches to guide the way, implanted deeper even than our genes. This is what I followed to make it here. Yep, these were the choices. Passing through agony and humiliation, carrying loneliness and loss, escaping dangers numerous times. I don't think of myself as saddled with the painful fate. That's the path I chose. And the next torch is almost right before me. The final at least, huh? The final at last, huh? Alright then, I'm going to do it. I'm going to execute the Fury and get the results. Not because anyone asked me to. I'm going to carry out the mission I assigned myself. I will face it head on, along with the glimmer of the last moments of my life. Holy shit. When I come to, I'm soaring through the sky above the city with a tremendous momentum. I'm mid-leap. In a single jump, I'm crossing an altitude of several hundred meters. I don't know what form I've taken. It's probably no longer a human one, based on the abilities I've used so far. I mourn the loss of my handsome face, but I can't do much about it now. Oh, I love that he still can like make out a joke, like you know, from time to time like this, even now. Yeah, it feels so good, this breeze. I feel like I can keep soaring and go anywhere. If I had any life left, I could become anything I wanted. I'm capable of easily processing all sorts of odds and ends cast off by our genetics. But it's almost tragic that my lifespan is only that of a single human life. So this is as far as I go. That's why I will banquet this technology to everyone else. Wait, bequeath, not banquet. Bequeath, like give it to someone? Wait, what? To the world. What is happening? And here we are at the end of the Fury. Are like humans going to have like ability to like have familiars and rewrite themselves? Like, are they going to be like him? At some point, I start walking. In a sudden change, my gait is heavy. My movements are stiff. I'm trying to run, but I'm going slower than I walk. I'm almost there. It's so close. I'm headed right for it. An important place.
大切な場所を忘れるなんて。
When am I headed for the place that isn't important? It shouldn't be.
誰かを追いかけてきたんだよな。
Yes, I remember now. I'm following a light. A tiny little moth. Drawn by the pathetic little instinct to a light trap. It's no wonder that humans have a propensity to seek light. In this cruel dark world. I feel like I too have always been chasing it. But now I can no longer see anything. There's no light. So then does that mean this is my final destination? This empty place? I keep walking. I finally drag myself to the place after throwing away everything in my life and betting everything I have. I've succeeded to some degree. I've lived to some degree. I've fought to some degree. I don't think it's been meaningless. But just what have I become? My sense of duty hastened and hurried my life along. Was it enough? Joy, reassurance. Only pain. I betrayed so many things, including people I was meant to respect. I'm hot. The core of my body burns with the unbearable heat. I take off my jacket. I take off my gloves. Oh, my hands are no longer hands. I'm already a familiar. It's like I turned myself into my own familiar, because I'm awakened to my mission. The scene around me is growing blurry. Oh. I've lost almost all of my eyesight. Is anyone there? Anyone? I'm losing my sense of self. Is anyone waiting for me? It's hard to breathe. My mind is going blank. There's a huge hole in my chest. I can't remember my name. I can't remember anyone's name. I'm all alone, and there's a small flame burning in my heart. I think to myself, oh, this is it. This is what I've been seeking. This warmth that can guide me. Something so valuable. Yes, this is enough. My love for her. Okay. The world rocks and shakes. Tree walk and ground trembles, the sky cries. The combined chorus of that engulfs the seven seas and weeps up an entire thin layer that conceals the stars. Salvation. The world is melted down, and from it, new life emerges. Wait, so the destruction actually finished? But Kagari said that... Wait, Kagari's like... can't have no resources to make re-evolution. So there should be no new life. If like salvation actually managed to happen, right? Is that not going to be like complete destruction? Like people are going to survive actually? Or something? Like it's just going to like just terraform the place, but the life itself is not going to be destroyed and it will just continue in like new world? Is that what's happening? No. I thought the revolution wasn't going to happen. See? My thoughts exactly. I just said that. Once fallen, getting back up will no longer be possible. That critical moment is where we were, I thought.
Kagari!
Suddenly I see her. Oh wow, that's new. Yo! Kagari with the long hair that turns like green, like the roots of the tree basically. Or branches, or leaves. Also, she kinda like, with the long hair, like, she kinda looks like Kotori if you think about this a little bit. She was right there the whole time. I had just failed to see her.
ありがとう。
Okay, so we managed to make a good memories, I guess. Her voice echoes.
良い記憶でした。
Okay.
この上なく。
そうか。間に合ったのか。
いいえ、
God damn it.
残念ですが、あと少し早くこの世界を見ることができていれば。
そうか。間に合わなかったか。無念だ。
What the hell? And this fury was supposed to be the best outcome? So, was like life actually destined to die anyway? Like, we couldn't do anything? Why would Kagari actually set on this then? Because, like, she already almost gave up before and somehow she thought like this is the solution. But it didn't work. I'm not sure what to make out of it.
いいえ、恥じることはありません。一つの個体としてあなたはよくやった方です。胸を張って最後の仕事を果たしなさい。さあ。
Go on. Kagari opens her arms. Oh. My body move on its own to do my final job. Obey her. Oh wow, I'm getting emotional out of this, holy shit. Oh, a smile on her lips, Kagari embraces me. Did he kill her? Wait, did he just... Wait, is this the... Aurora? Did he... What? Oh my god, because we have to kill Kagari to stop the destruction, aren't we? My sword runs her through, appearing it almost have grown out of her back. Oh my god. So we had to kill Kagari at the end anyway. What the hell? Surprisingly, I feel no resistance. But that's it, I committed the final act.
どうして
It doesn't seem like my own decision. I've worked so hard the whole time, all so that I could see her.
お見事。
Oh, I cannot do this. How can she smile like that when I'm done something so terrible?
ありえない。これは間違いだ。俺は呪われているのか。
呪いではありません。祝福です。
違う。これは呪いだ。俺を苦しめるための何人こうやって殺してきたと。
I was in a way a person capable of loving others. But that didn't mean I hated everyone. The people I felt and understanding with. The people I found nice and likable. I betrayed them and sacrificed them all just to get here. I used their trust emotions as fuel to get me all the way to this hilltop. To see Kagari, yeah. So... It's too late to make to stop distraction. The only way to stop distraction is to kill Kagari, I guess. And the life will survive, and the revolution will not have to happen. Because Gaia and Guardian are no more. God damn it. But then, like, destruction happened anyway in Akane Road after Kagari died? Did we actually make... I don't know anymore. I had hope behind in the world, all for her. But the only way to stop salvation was to take care of her and her alone. There's no way this could be a blessing. Kagari keeps my face in her hands. Her eyes are clear as she gazes at me. Why? I hate this. The very best memory, the one Kagari wished for. In the end, it was the power and the determination to blaze a trail into the future. It was something as we as humanity were on the verge of giving up on. That was something people lost sight of in trying so hard to care for the planet. We were so desperate for it that we'd even consume our one and only Mother's Earth. We thought we had to expand that badly. And that's why Kari has a gentle look on her face. That's why she looks like a mother watching her child leave the nest. Yeah. Her heart grows tighter. Her voice trembles. Oh. And she cries. Just a speak, but holy shit. At the very least, I hope the choices I made fumbling around in the dark can be a beam of light to the bright future for everyone. So they both going to disappear. There's Kagari from the moon. And the one from here. Oh, what the fuck is happening? The fury is complete. Wait, did we just go back to main menu? Without any credits or anything? No, okay. Oh god. Also, I realized like this is very long recording. I wonder if this is actually in one episode. Probably it's going to be like one of the longest episodes on the channel if this is actually one episode. Also, it's going to be horribly copyrighted. I will have to deal somehow with this. The longer episodes of Rewrite is, the worse it gets. Anyway, the train station is practically deserted with the train stopped. There was terrible confusion for a while, but everyone rushed for the familiars, overwhelmed them, and escaped. At some point, the familiars disappeared too. Now it's almost peaceful. One woman stands in front of the station, hand in hand with the little girl on either side. She stares ahead of her with a resolute determination. Okay, this is Akane and someone she found to take care of her. A large backpack bulges with all the water and food she scraped together from the ruined city. She thinks about what to do next. She can't dispel a sense of depression. She's aware of the state of global ruin the world is in. She can't expect any salvation. If she were alone, she would figure something out, but she has charges to think of. She has countless things to consider, but her thoughts are disrupted when she senses someone there. Faintly, she looks around. She discovered a little girl wearing a feather and picking at them from the gap in the rubble. Wearing a feather? Wait, so that's not one woman's sons. Okay, I thought like it's Akane, but it's not. Okay, so this is just some family, I think. Okay, and she finds someone with the feather. Akane didn't wear any feather. Who is it? The vigilance is written all over her face. She must have been witnessed her looting that burning building. But the intensity of her gaze also signals her desire for help. Their eyes met. Fearfully, the girl steps out of the shadow of the rubble. The woman walks over and holds out a hand to her. The girl shows some hesitation, but the other two little girls offer her a handkerchief and some bottled water. Okay? And in the end, she accepts them with tears in her eyes. All of them are injured. There are scrapes all over the woman's face too. Her clothes are torn in places, and she's missing a shoe. That's not an uncommon sight in Kazamatsuri at the moment. But there's a fused glow in her eyes, revealing her desire to leave. Another girl. With the sound of the rubble collapsing, a black-haired little girl drums into the plaza. So, these are not actually the cast that we know, right? These are just like some random kids being saved. Now the one has another little girl to protect. For a time, she feels immersed in the ordinary yet wonderful daydream. Which is that she really has become a teacher. Oh, wait. Is that Nishikuju? It must be. So it was so that was Kotori in the beginning? Nishikuju and Kotori? And she's finding others? This is the woman is contemplating moving on. The black-haired girl lets out a sharp cry and points in one direction. The only black-haired character I can think of from the cast is Lucia, but I don't think it's Lucia. I'm like, what is happening? A new little girl has appeared. I think like we're getting the whole cast being saved by Nishikuju here. But the one that with like feather in the hair? Who had a feather? Chihaya? She had like I think like this like wings or something. Like pins that look like wings or something, the white things, right? I think. Maybe that was Chihaya actually. So Chihaya, Lucia, the one is startled by the 4 huge familiars the girl is leading. Oh, now it's Akane. Okay. She steps in front of the 4 girls protectively, pulling her trusty knife out of her jacket, airwarily holding it ready. The little girl hides the familiar behind her back. She approaches slowly, her mouth open wide as her voice comes pouring out from the deep in her belly. Oh, the words that Kotaro learned teached her. Help. The 5 little girls have all survived, all thanks to the woman who led them by her hand. Okay. So... I don't know who she saved exactly. Oh, that's Jasmine! Message from Jasmine! Once upon a time, there was once a young man. Once upon a time, there lived a sapling. Yeah, I'm gonna like read this, but it seems like we're going to have it here. Oh wait, so she made a book or something? No. No. Okay, never mind. Anyway, let's read. He was a sensitive young man who suffered from the same problems of his age. He was a fine person that suffered from the feeling of anxiety that every young has. However, he was also a soldier. However, he was also a man of arms. He regretted pulling the trigger, but he had no god to pray to. He regretted to pull the trigger, but never bent the knee to the absolute. He killed many. He made heaps of corpses. Up until the end, he refused to be seen in public because he knew how sinful he was. Conscious of transgression made him refuse to appear in public to the death. As his successor, I must respect his wishes. I should respect his wishes as a follower in his footsteps. However, I want you to know this much, but there's only one thing you should know. Right now, the planet is wounded, exhausted. Now the planet become bruised and exhausted. Everyone has lost the will to live, sinking deep into the depths of loss and despair. Everyone lost the will to live, fall into the slot of despondent, forfeiture. I wonder if like you can read this like one, like as a two messages, one message only by the top lines and one message from the bottom lines, because this is weird that they make one line bigger and one line lesser. This is kind of weird. Or maybe it's like there are thoughts here. Wait, where is this? His footsteps. Everyone can read it. Okay, everyone lost their. Oh wait. Fall into the soft of the design. Forfeit. Oh, maybe this is just translation changes. Can you let me know in the comments what do you think about this? Because the message here is saying the bottom line, sloth of despair and fortitude. Did they like made it like easier to understand by adding like this like bigger sentence? Like it makes like more sense, I guess. Like relatively speaking, right? Like it's like easier to understand the top one. However, there is still a glimmer of light that remains for this world. Yeah, but there's a single ray of hope remains in this world. So you can like read both. This is like weird for me to read both, I guess. But anyway. So this is actually like another translation, like alternative translation of what is here, it seems. It was left by none other than he. It was remained by no less a person than him. Yeah, it's like the top one is like easier to understand, it seems. Like less like sophisticated. Were his comrades, in accordance with his will release to the internet this technology that has been monopolized by the privileged few. We were his partisan, and to do the will of him will disclose the technology by the internet that was monopolized by the privileged. Now anyone can read this. Everyone can read that. Countries and organizations can do nothing to stop it. Nothing can be prevented to read that, even though our nations or organizations. Yeah, nothing gets lost in the internet. Most of those reading it will find it absurd. Many of them make it that's an absurd idea. Leading research institutes will dismiss it as laughable. Leading research institute will dismiss this with laugh. But we are conceived that this lone file is the one and the only way to save this planet. But we believe only this file will save the world. Okay, I feel like some of this, like, the bottom ones I like better than the top ones. Huh. This is a very interesting choice that they did here with translation. First flicker of flame, comparable to the agricultural and industrial revolutions, is in the human's hand. The last torch that human being can acquire, which will be rated on par with agricultural and industrial revolution. It is deep within us, as in our souls. Within the vast sea of life, oceanic region of life. Therein sleeps goblins, dragons, beasts, angels, fairies, and gods. Goblin, dragons, beasts, angels, fairies, and the absolute keep, Dark Inter. Okay, that's way different. We can subjugate all of them. We're able to subjugate all of them. The era of myths will be coming. The myth of Terra will be coming. It may be blasphemous, sinful, evil. It may be profane and inexpiable. I'm glad we have the top one. Sometimes. Even so, the planet will forgive our recklessness. Even so, the planet will forgive our lunacy. Like, the bottom ones feels like more like sophisticated and like having an impact, like, I don't know, but it's definitely easier to understand the top one from time to time. Blessing to the child that tramples over their mother to the journey forth. Bless the child who trampled down his mother and depart. For it is not a sad memory. It is not a rueful memory. I had no idea that rueful means sad. Is it a path of light? Is it the only hope that will lead to the bright future? That is the glory road, the only hope to lead illustrious future. But we must never forget, but please remember, that path was paved by the single nameless soldier. The road is held by the unknown soldier. I have chills, like holy crap. I hope that this story will be passed from generations to generations for thousands of years. I hope the story will hand down from generation to generation for thousands of years. Gratia Domini nostricum omnibus vobis. The grace of our Lord be with you all. Ho, I got chills. And after this, the uploads of the files happens, huh, I guess. The planet imposed cruelty on the people. The climate has changed drastically, there has been dramatic drop of food production, and there's a lack of habitable places. A second coming of the Ice Age, summer as the season has vanished. The methodologies that flourished until now are useless. Whether I like it or not, people have no choice but to search for the new technology. Those books and materials that were released online immediately spread all over the globe. The technology that uses the life energy itself as the fuel. The technology to use familiars by utilizing life energy. Technology that consumes life energy to enhance the body. Yeah, so like both like superpowers and the familiars. Yeah. Reactions are mixed. Some take this groundbreaking technology and begin researching it, while others start looking for people with talent. Some are scared to consume their life energy, while some are afraid of the few who hoarded this technology. But it doesn't take long for everyone to realize that it's necessary for survival. One technology researched worldwide over the networks that remain, all to survive. The technology develops in no time at all. Revolution of the world and the revolution of itself, of the self. People gossip about the young pioneers described in the research notes. So this is like basically the end that is not, because in the rewrite we always had like, do you want to change yourself or you want to change the world? And the answer is both, basically. They call them torchbearers. Oh. Like this technology is a torch sent by Kotaro. By the unknown soldier, huh? The construction begins. The days of just sitting on the ground, exhausted, are long gone. People have smiles on their faces as they dedicate themselves to their designed roles. The young take the initiative to carry lumber, while the old share their knowledge and teach children in ruthless schoolhouses. No one feels sorry for themselves. Even though it's a harder way of living than it was before, life returns to normal. But it's drastically different normal than before. You even see glimpses of things that are not humans in the city. Seasons change. People scurry around, preparing for winter. Even now, no one talks about how we have to protect the nature. No one talks about how we have to protect nature. They're too focused on surviving, to look back and reflect on nothing else. Yeah, this is what we're talking about all the time. Like, humans' lack of, like, perception to, like, see that far into the future. Like, they try to protect their lives now. The present. That's why, like, the stuff happened what happened. They cut down trees, expand fields, and diverts rivers. They burn fire with an oil. Even if it will pollute the environment, people need fire after all. One day, when there's nothing left to burn, the life energy will have to depart from this world. But that time is a little further ahead yet. Seasons pass. A huge tree towers over the hilltop, which is now a place where no one ever comes. Oh. Is this like both Kotaro and Kagari at the same time? Both their life matched together and became a tree? It's breathing with vibrancy, rich with deep green leaves. The tree is so massive that it's hard to believe its size. In a short time it grew into the tallest in the forest. It's still growing even now. There's a rumor in town about the tree. The giant tree leads directly to the moon. Wow. As its gigantic trunk creaks, it points like a compass to the entrance to the moon. Some people who witnessed the forest encroaching on the city before believe that the tree should be cut down for that reason. But that's ridiculous. Even if a few voices that suggestion is dismissed immediately with laugh. Of course, that tree's branches aren't trying to stretch all the way to the moon. They definitely are, aren't they? Are we going to have the whole gang here? We'll meet again. They're going to meet with, they are meeting with Kotaro without knowing that it's him. Oh, you cannot hit me like this.
多分そうだ。やっと見つけた。間違いないのかな?
Everyone's here. Prophet? Why you call her prophet? Oh, are you a pro? Yeah. Wait, you're in the wrong way. What?
私の予言が外れたことな
Of
ど
course.
ありはしないわ。あると思う。あるよ。あります。9割方外してるだろう。細かいことを。今度は当たりよ。見なさい。この立派なこと。
You can't do this. Lakana is so proud of herself here. I wonder like what they actually searched it for. I wonder if they really searched for a Kotaro or something else. Probably something else, like there's no way. But this is awesome CG. And Lucia is not poisonous in this world, right? The Guardian is no longer. They didn't research on her here, I think. Like, she have no gloves. Yeah, of course she's fine. No, it's not. Okay. I blame my genetics.
度こそ、うまくいくでしょうかね。
Okay. What work? What are you trying to do?
というより、正解かどうかでしょ。
Okay. So you are definitely searching for something. I think like because like Akane knew Kotaro. Like Kotaro who changed himself, so he's no longer a human. She's the only one that knows this, realistically. And she was like searching where he is, maybe?
正解じゃないんかい。さっき自分で正解確実って言ってましたよ。
お金は取ってないんだから、外れてもいいじゃない。
Okay.
それに、は割と自信があるの。
Okay.
というかこの町にはもう条件に見合う木はない。多分当たり。これ根拠はできる女の勘。
Girls.
当てにならない根拠ね。
原子とも一致した。
Like the visions?
これはかなりのお宝かもしれないぞ。どうした小鳥？ちょっとぼんやりしてただけ。とても懐かしい感じがして。
Okay, maybe they're not searching for Kotaro per se. But they're searching for something. They checked the trees for whatever reasons they kinda had. But Kotori can feel like something out of this, so she can feel like Kotaro being there.
我らがオカルト研究会の誇る肝っ玉母さんがそう仰せだ。
Oh, and they formed Occult Research Society, you know. Our daring mother and the pride of the Occult Research Society. So, Kotori is the one who made the ORS this time.
あんたと同い年だよ。でも勝手に持って行っちゃって本当に大丈夫なんでしょうか？
Take it with us. What do you mean?
一応町の土地ですよね、ここ。
バレなければどうということもないわ。
What are you talking about?
バレたら東花先生の折檻は免れない。
Oh, yeah, Nishikujo.
どのみちこの辺りの大木、日照問題とかで伐採されるんだからいいと思うが。
Okay.
これだけ大きいと仕方ないですよね。3年で受講500メートルか。
3 years. Wow.
迷惑な。
So they will try to take a branch or something and grow the tree somewhere else? Why though?
さあ、おしゃべりはそのくらいにして、そろそろやろう。よし、囲め者ども。いいのができますよ。
Make a good one. What do you mean?
今度こそパーフェクトに決めて。
This time? What are you doing?
配置 OK です。じゃあ、秒読みいくよ。5、4、3、2、
Are you trying to making a picture or something?
1。おいでませ。
Okay. What? Oh, whoa! They're rewriting shit. Wait, what? Wait, what? We have the Kotaro that is on 12 o'clock. What happened?
そして目覚めた。
鬼のような。
He's like Sakuya! He's like Sakuya now. He's literally Sakuya of this timeline. So Sakuya really does not exist here. Kotaro took his place. Oh! So they were really searching for him. Did they like try to like rewrite every tree in the city? So they knew that he's somewhere there. They're not very surprised.
聞こえて。お前、私たちの使い魔よ。
Oh my god. You're familiar, yeah, he is familiar, yeah.
あ
Oh my god.
聞こえてはいたが混乱していた。しばらくしてようやく現状が理解できる。驚いた。とても驚いた。
執事の格好をして奴隷のようにこき使われるのが仕事だ。
He is this word Sakuya. He really is.
ああ、この子はルチア。この花ルチアだ。
And he knows them.
うちのクラスの委員長だった。
He was a class representative because he remembers from the other theories because he like joined the life, the universe basically. Like he had memories from the moon. Oh my god.
よくちょっかいをかけていたっけ。朝日遥という呪われた少女、実はその当人であることを隠しておきたかったルチアの悲しい。ルチアはガーディアンのマッドサイエンティストに利用されていた。
Yeah. But they didn't finish, I think.
鍵を滅ぼすこと。
I mean, in this road.
自らが鍵のような存在となってしまった。
Yeah. But in this road seems like they didn't experiment it on her, or at least not as much. So she's still not poisonous and everything.
俺たちの行動の結果、なんとか世界の崩壊を食い止めることができた。あの時の俺は女心ってのがわからないやつだった。
That's such a peak.
これは俺にとっては
That was a good memory. Oh my god. The good memories.
理解できてますか？
ああ。それでこの子が千早、転校生として。
This is such a different art style, by the way.
出会った頃は随分嫌われていた気がする。それも一緒に過ごした時間が解決してくれた。そんな俺たちは新たな問題に直面する。御堂をはじめとしたガイアの魔物使いに狙われたんだ。死闘を繰り広げる中、俺は千早や咲夜との時には無茶をした。
Yeah, he remembers Sakuya.
アウロラを乱用してしまうこともあった。それを命がけで止めてくれたのが二人だった。二人がいてくれたからこそガイアの暴走も阻止することができたのだと思う。何度も拳を交えた結果、ライバルたちはみんな描きの親友となった。これも俺にとっての
Good memory again.
ああしか言えないのだろうか。
She's trying to poke him with that stick. Oh god.
この子は後輩のしずる。
Oh.
中津しずる。そういや俺にとって
Yeah, pretty much.
後輩なんだな。ちょっと変わったところもあるが、少年の優しいいい子だ。サンマが大好きで風紀委員をやってる。そしてガーディアンのエージェントでもあった。監視という名目。
That this used to be.
大好きな女の子との同居生活に俺は浮かれまくっていた。短い間だったけど幸せな時間を過ごすことができた。だが能力者としてはあまりにも不甲斐なかった。
You did.
俺は結果彼女を命の危険にさらしてしまった。
Can't deny that.
この時は鍵の発動を止めることすらできずに人々を助けること。結局のところ俺は英雄の器じゃなかったわけだ。だとしても最後に一番大切な女の子だけは救うことができた。少し長い時間だったけど大切な人の帰りを一人待つってのは寂しいものだったな。これも俺にとって
Good memory.
良い記憶。
Ah, yeah, speaking like a key. Searching for good memories. Oh my god, this is such a good tie-up with everything.
生まれたばかりならこんなもの。
この人は茜、千里茜、会長だ。
I don't think like what Akane just said, on the sense he was just born. Maybe they don't know actually who Kotaro is. I mean, how would they know, really? Maybe they were just searching for a like tree with a lot of like life force to make a powerful family out of it or something. I don't know. I don't get it why they were like searching for trees. What I kind of was thinking, but anyway, natural sense he was just born. It sounds like she doesn't know that it's Kotaro. Also, Kotaro looks different. Like he have red, like black hair and everything. So yeah, he looks different. Like I said, like he just like looked like Sakuya.
先輩後輩という関係をほとんど体験してこなかった俺にとっていろいろと迷惑もかけたがその分こっぴどく振り回されただからまあお互い様ってところか、彼女はガイアの聖女とされていた人だ
Also yeah, about that, like Kashima Sakura still got implanted within her brain, right? What about this plot?
だけど彼女自身が世界を滅ぼしたいと考えていたわけじゃなかった魔物の性質である変革の力を持って怨念を時代に押し付けていく
And technically it should happen in this universe too, right? Like Sakura gave her the memories as well here, so
受け継がれた絶望を胸になすすべなく生きるほかなかった人誰かが支えてやらねばいけなかった
I guess like she have like a lot of support from others now. Yeah, I guess. Because yeah, and I kinda like in the northern railroad like she was basically alone, always in the Guardian stuff in Gaia and stuff. But here like she have a support from all of them right now, so I guess she's not going to go crazy.
そして茜を支えるということはと俺は結局世界を存続させることはできなかったけど
But I could grant the peace for the rest of her days.
俺は英雄じゃないから全てを救うことはでき分かりやすい幸せではなかったけどそれでも、俺たちにとっては精一杯の人生だこれも俺にとっての良い記憶だ
名前の希望とかある？
そして小鳥だ神戸小鳥小鳥はのほほんとしたところのあるだけどたくさんの悲しみを一人で背負って泣き言一つ言わずに生きていた
I wonder how he's going to name himself.
女の子でもある
There are like two possibilities, either Kotaro and they at least like then ones that remembered him like will be like weirded out by this, like why you choose this name or something, or you straightforward going to take on the Sakuya name, so you like fully become like Sakuya of this world basically. What you going to tell Kotori? What's your answer going to be?
そんな小鳥と俺は切っても切れない関係単に因縁の中というだけじゃなくてとても密接に運命のあの日俺たちは世界の秘密に触れてしまったそれはすなわち小鳥の隠していたことにも接すること俺は小鳥と共に鍵に関わることになるあの時の俺は諸悪の根源のような相手を倒せば全て解決すると思い込むだけど実際はそんな単純な話じゃなかった結局俺と小鳥はかがりを守れず世界の秘密から弾き出されてしまった結果的にそれで俺たちは普通の人生に回帰できた手近なところで落ち着いてしまったけどだけどなんだかんだでそういうのが一番幸せだったりするのかもなこれも俺にとっての良い記憶だボンド
Oh, he's going to his Bond. Okay, okay, I missed both. Okay. Wow.
どうしてその名前？
わからないが、それだけ思いついた。かなりの思い入れがあるようだ。
Okay.
まあ、俺に記憶があっても、向こうにとっては初対面。
Yeah. You don't even look like Kotaro.
新しい関係を築いていくことになる。だから、新しい名で生きていこうと思った。
それはかっこよくないので、ポチではダメだ
Wait,
ろうか。
what?
OK。
Wait. Was it like Kotori dog? Pochi, right? That was Pochi. Right?
いいんだ。思い入れ軽。
Wow.
ところで、
What the hell?
暖かいな。
今は表記だがな。
The Ice Age?
街を離れて
Doesn't look like Ice Age to me. When you leave the city. Oh, that's why I was like wondering. Like in the background, you can see like they're like sky have like two colors. See? Like it like clearly like stops one color and becomes another in the part of the screen. So with the technology that got spread, they managed to create like some kind of like closed off capsule around the cities or something. With like life force or and stuff to prevent like people from freezing and everything. Oh wow, that's why it's like two different colors.
あれは、そういうことか。街が命の膜に保護されているようだ。
Yeah.
当たり前だ。年々急激に寒くなっていってるから。
ポッチ、自分のことは把握できる？
ああ、
Pochi.
俺は魔物だ。
I cannot believe this is happening. Also, Pochi is a ridiculous name for Kotaro here. I just cannot believe it.
今はお前たち5人と並列に契約することで仮初めの命を得ている。
And being alive temporarily. Oh my god, yeah. You are literally Sakuya. But contracted to all of them. And you know them, you want to protect them.
俺の仕事は黒いタキシードを着てお前たちに貸し付くことだな。
インプットしたと。
And he even have like, I just thought about this, like, even have like the scarf. There's like band-aids or like, it's not the band-aids per se, like what, actually yeah, kind of like this. Like the scarf that Sakuya had. Like this guy, like literally Sakuya, I swear.
軍閥の浸透率。
そしてお前たちの護衛もしろというわけだ。
そうよ。どうやらお前、なかなか優
Oh my
秀。
god, that cat is going to be on like this all the time, huh?
しかし丁重に断る。
I refuse.
何？
それは俺の仕事じゃない。俺はもっとビッグなことをやる。俺には特別な力がある。
Okay.
召喚酔いから覚めた途端、就職したくない大学生みたいなことを言い出したわ。
というか、使い魔が主人に逆らうのって初めて見ます。だから人間型はやめようって言ったんさ。
More human familiars. Wait, you were trying to like create... Oh my god, you were like going from tree to tree and making humans out of trees? What the actual fuck? Also, yeah, Kotori remembers her parents being familiars and being shot by Kotaro. Yeah, that was kind of traumatic.
あなたのおかん？わがまま。
Yeah.
その問題発言についてはまた後で論じるとして。
It seems to get over it already.
わがまま。
What the hell, Kotori?
おだまり。お前、私たちに刺激される身分でありながら逆らうってどういうこと？
才能に見合った待遇を要求したいね。
そんなに才能があるなら証明してくださいよ。
というか、お前の力って何？
まだわからない。ただ木を削り出して生まれたものとしての 自負のようなものを感じる。
Wow.
おそらく命さえ注いでくれれば、俺はそれをクリエイティブに加工してどんなことだってやれる。
何を言ってるのかわ
I
からない。
wonder like what are his actually, because if you think about this, he's changed, he's different. He may have like totally different abilities now.
じゃあ空を自由に飛べるんで。
多分な。
翼も生えてないみたいだけど。
必要なら穂だって生やす。
本当？なんか変ですよこれ。
試してみればいいのよ。ぼっち、早速私たちをどこかに運んでみなさい。
Okay. Oh my god, I kinda... God damn it. Stop being like that. I loved your road, but god damn it. This attitude of yours is still here, huh?
たやすい願いだが、今は5人分の雫しか与えられていない。
Okay.
これでは無理だ。
Yeah, I'm powerful. I need a lot of your life force.
じゃあどれだけいるんだ。
最低でも万人単位との契約が取れなければ
Damn.
とても届かない。
Damn.
1万人単位って。
燃費めちゃめちゃ悪い。
Yeah.
それだけ集めてどこまで行ける？
太陽系の外にだって行ってみせるさ。
So going to try and get to Kagari on the moon.
なんで宇宙に行かないといけないんですか？
なぜってさあ、なんでかな。それは人類の仕事だ。
本当にそんなことできるの？
So their only option is to go out, like leave the planet basically. So the planet is dying out again. So it is like the last generation that's going to leave. Because the evolution was not possible. So this is the last generation. They have to leave the planet. Or else everything is going to die. Even though they have this new technology and stuff, like... They still use the resources, so it's not going to be infinite.
あ
起業して一口いくらで契約者を募れば。
Of course. Of course, Akana, of course.
茜がまた金儲けのことを考え始めた。
Yep.
岡県での日々を思い出す。あまりにも懐かしいノリだ。はは。こういうのやっぱり楽しいな。全員が不思議そうな顔で俺を見た。おっと、口に出しちまった。前のことを話しても仕方がない。みんなは今新しい時代
New era.
俺だけの良い記憶として心にしまっておくこと
Good
にする。
memories look hard.
失礼。話の続きをどうぞ。
うんちゃん、とりあえず5人分の運賃でどこら辺まで行けるのさ。
それだとあの辺りまでだね。
Hmm? I point upward. The natural satellite above us in the sky. On the moon.
起きたか。
どうします？どうせ嘘でテストしてみようよ。どうせ嘘だろうけどできたら面白そう。嘘かもしれないけど。
ぼっち、時間はどれくらいかかるの？どうせ嘘なのは分かっているけど。
何？ほんのひとっ飛びだよ。
Totaro is fucking insane in this universe if he can actually just jump to the moon.
命と引き換えにやるべきことをやった。そうしたらこんなことになった。とんだ余生もあったもんだ。
Wow.
しかも全員といっぺんに
Yeah, we'll meet once again, huh? And they did. Holy fuck.
切っても切れない縁。だけどこの場に一人だけいない者がいる。
Kagari and Sakuya.
天を見上げる。
Yep, Kagari. I guess like yeah, he took like Sakuya place, but Kagari is not here.
かがり。今の俺は魔物だから人間としての人生は必要ない。
Pretty much.
かつてかがりが追い求めた 良い記憶の実現に全てを捧げてもいいんだ。
Wow. That's why this Fury was the most successful one. Like, Kotaro is no longer bounded by the values that humans have. You don't have to like live to survive.
そのために羽ばたかなければならない。たとえこの星のすべて
Jesus, that's kind of drastic.
俺にはその
Damn. He became like Sakuya and the key at the same time.
古代人は樹木を削り出して船を作り大海に漕ぎ出した。その船になることが樹木の魔物となった俺には少女たちを一人木の花ルチア、大鳥千早、中津しずる、千里茜、神戸小鳥、たくさんの因果を超えてみんな、あとはあいつを迎えに行くだけだ。さあ今日の活動を始めよう。活動内容は
Yes. No, he's not going to finish it, isn't he? Isn't he? Oh my god, I cannot speak. Is this over? Holy fuck, this is over. We just finished, right? Wow. This is so silent though. Such a silent ending. Is this the moon that's like rising? What is this? Like, okay, so rewrite been very uneven. Oh, this is the... Okay. I will shut up and just wait for this. I will let you see some of the text here and stuff, but I may have to cut this or mute this, possibly. But I will just watch through the whole sequence and try to read. Well, and they at last succeeded. Oh, is this like Kotaro actually? Oh, Inoue and Yoshino, Izaya? Yeah, Imamiya, sorry. Shimako, everyone's here. Oh my god, they all are here. I spotted new word, much like illusion. Is this Kagari singing, by the way? It probably is. So they are actually the parts. So this is Mido in the middle. So this is just mean. Is this Kotaro life force going to the moon? Is actually going to meet with Kagari? That we will meet again meant also them? This is their blog. Oh, sudden shift. Oh. Memories from the original rewrite. Best date. Oh wow. I love how they're doing this. Ah, god damn it. Oh wait, they literally... Wait, what? No, wait, this is happening. Nah, this is just metaphorical. They're not going to the moon, actually. That's why Kotaro looks like Kotaro here, not like Sakuya. I love this song, by the way. I don't know how much you see of this, but... He's literally going to the moon. Is this actually happening? Pray for that from the bottom of my heart. Oh, a little like one sprout that moon manages to create. Oh. You did it. You made it. You read it. Made everyone survive. Oh god. Wow. What an ending. Oh, it's not over yet. Holy shit. We still have some kind of like credits or ending or something here. The stars are moving, it seems. Actually, more like live. Like Aurora? Yeah. Oh, this is the intro! This is the prologue! Yeah, so the prologue was from the future Kotaro. I theorized about this. Like, Kotaro is like from like future or something. So I was right in the beginning. I didn't understood this in the beginning of the game, but the prologue is basically from the perspective of Kotaro that is like at the end here. Okay, new song. Who is singing this one? I don't even know anymore. Who's singing which song? Oh, wow. Two shadows dance under the moonlight. Sunbright lyrics Ryukishi. Really? Okay. And there's the earth. Memory of Carly's Conjurer. Something. Okay. Is that like going to like do something? Okay. Oh. Oh, they are actually on the moon. I cannot believe it. Like, Kotaro actually have power to like... Wait, did that actually happen? Like, he can like provide oxygen and everything to like them to survive the space so they can like meet with Kagari. This is Kagari. The one lonely life that the moon managed to create. Do I click something? Or are we going to look? I think we may look for some time here. So you can see this because I'm in the way, but yep, there's the thing. You know what? I would click and see like if maybe there's something else. Or this is really the last image here. Let's see. Nothing left. No. That's it. There's Kotaro. Rewrite clear. Oh, I got achievement. Complete Terra. Wow. What can I what to say? Oh wow. Wait, we actually completed 100% of CGs. Wait, I've completed everything. What is left? Well, I guess I will open up some kind of guide and I will see, because we didn't get like all the friends and stuff like this. So next episode is going to be me just like going to some random directions and finding like some extra stuff that we missed, like some events, some fun stuff and everything. But so far, yeah, thank you for being with me for this journey with rewrites. This is officially the end of the like the game, basically the story finished. What I can say, like, let me know in the comments if you like Rewrite more than Little Busters. You asked me before I finished Rewrite and I told you that I liked Little Busters more. And I think I will still stay by this. Yes, I know, but like, I know how it sounds, but hear me out. Terra is one of the best things in the whole Rewrite. This last road was a peak. Like, Terra itself is better than Rewrite, than Little Busters. I have a feeling, I think I enjoyed what they did with Terra more than what they did with like Little Busters in general. But as like overall game, overall story, I think I liked how they made the story in Little Busters more. Little Busters knew what it wants to be, as I said. Rewrite is extremely chaotic, uneven, and like it doesn't know what to do with itself, if it makes any sense. Like, Terra Road itself is making it comparable to Little Busters, I think. Like, they're like on very similar level of enjoyment. But I still think that Little Busters was kinda better. Let me know in the comments what do you think, and I will see you in the next episode when we are going to check the extra stuff, I guess. I will see what I missed when I open up some kind of guide or whatever, and like, we'll try to get like some extra scenes with like the different friends that we can find. We can like finish the tasks that we haven't finished, and stuff like this. You know, like we had like in the memory tab, right? When we start the game and there's like memories, we had the friends and stuff. So we're going to accomplish these things, and then it's going to be through the end. So for now, thank you. Let me know in the comments what do you think about the ending, about the rewrite itself. And yeah, also let me know, like I mentioned a few times in the past few episodes, let me know what you want me to play next. Because after we finish the rewrite, there's going to be an empty slot for a little bit of time. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me for this amazing journey. And I will see you in the next episode. Truly the last episode of Rewrite. But now, thank you for being for the end of the story of Rewrite. I will see you next one. Hit the like button if you like the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord and become a member if you'd like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for Pocket Watch, it's going out.